decided to join this NGO of this longtime family friend of ours, whose name is Zilong. And this was back when I was still living in Brazil, so weird names, sorry. And he, the name of this NGO is Prohumanos. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. And the purpose of Prohumanos is to bring love and hope and happiness to people who desperately are in need of it. So like mostly nursing homes and cancer wards and orphanages and that kind of thing. But we mostly did like ERs, like emergency room situations. So anyway, so I take this this weekend-long course. Oh, and we do it with the medium of the clown. Like we dress up as clowns and we go and make people happy, put some smiles on some faces. So I take this weekend-long course to go to be a part of this thing. And it's the day of my first visit, and it happened to be a pretty busy day. One thing you got to understand about this point in my life is that I was really into like working out and pumping iron, trying to bulk up. Which still hasn't happened, obviously. But like part of that whole phase was eating like an unhealthy amount of like chicken and rice and broccoli, trying to bulk up, right? But like I said, this day was pretty busy, so I didn't have time to do any of that. So time the visits comes, and I have time to grab a banana and head out and go. And I think, oh, okay, the adrenaline's pumping, first visit, so this will keep me going, the adrenaline, I'll be fine. So I go there, and there's only one other guy there. He's like the supervisor of that particular visit. Nobody else decided to come that day. It's just me and this guy. And this guy, he's so funny. Svetlana is his name. It's like Russian. Svetlana. And he is so hilarious. He's so loud, and he's so, you know when he's in the room. Not because he's got a Greek person, because he's just loud. He's loud and big and muscular, and he's fabulous, right? And I mean that, like he is gay. Hashtag love wins, by the way. But it's really funny to be around. It was really good for me at the time working with him because I was really shy before joining this organization. So it kind of brought me out of my shell, which was really nice. But anyway, so we're visiting this place and the hospital, kind of shying behind this big black dude, this fabulous guy who's like, oh, I'm just kind of waving at people. I'm a clown. I don't know how to be a clown. I'm the worst clown anybody's ever seen. But it's going well. It's a busy night at the hospital and everything. And I get to this room. I pass by this room, and I see this girl in this room full of patients, and she is just puking her brains out, right? Like she is really vomiting nonstop until like there's not even much left to vomit. It's like really bad. It's really, and I feel so bad for her. I'm looking at this girl, and I asked one of the doctors if they know what she has, and turns out this girl, she's probably like 17 years old, has alcohol poisoning. It's like 8 o'clock at night, and this girl is in this hospital just throwing up, and I'm transfixed by this girl, and I can't stop looking at her because I feel, one thing we learned in the course is like to feel compassion and sympathy and kind of put yourself in the shoes of the person to kind of take on their pain. So I was kind of doing that in that moment. I was like, I knew, I felt her pain. Like I have been in her shoes before. Not from alcohol poisoning, mom and dad. It was food poisoning. Anyway, so I'm staring at this girl, and it's probably a little disconcerting, honestly, for her. She's puking her brains out, and she looks up in this creepy clown. I feel a little bad for her, honestly. So I kind of realize what I'm doing, and I kind of snap out of it, and I keep walking. I'm like, okay. And suddenly this like cold feeling just takes over my body, and I feel, this is not good, right? But I just try to keep walking and kind of shake it off, and And then it moves its way into my head, this cold feeling, and it just gets more intense and more intense. And I grab my friend and I'm like, man, I'm not feeling so good. And so he sits down with me, starts giving me attention, and he stops visiting. He kind of just talks to me and says, what are you feeling? What's going on? And I can't say anything. I'm just like, I'm really not feeling well. I don't know. And then next thing I know, I'm waking up on this, with my head on this guy's lap. We were sitting down, and for those of you who have passed out before, you know it's it's like really scary and disorienting feeling, waking up from that. It's like waking up from a bad dream where you're really tired. The thought process for me was something like, should I move? I should probably move. Oh my God, I can't move. And it's like, it's really scary because you're trying to move and you're like, what just happened to my body? And you're waking up, and as I'm waking up, the doctors around me are, they start treating me because they start taking my blood pressure. They put this little thing on my finger. I'm like, what's this? And they start asking me questions and stuff. And the funniest thing about this is that I'm dressed as a clown, so all the patients around me are laughing. Like, the clown is here, he's got the doctors in on it and everything. Trying to figure out what's going on. And I wake up and I'm getting my bearings, and I explain to my friend what happened. Like, I hadn't eaten that day, so my body was at a predisposition to feel really weak. And so I'm explaining this to him, and he starts just laughing his head off about like how ridiculous it is, causing a scene, right? Like I said, this guy is loud, and so all the patients are just like looking at him, and he starts laughing. And then he calls my friend, the owner of this thing, and he tells him, and he's laughing, and he's like, oh, he wants to talk to you. It's like, and then he's laughing at me through the phone. And it sounds kind of douchey, like in retrospect, like they're laughing at me, but I mean, that just kind of shows how I felt back then. Like, I took myself way too seriously. Like, I passed out, how do I give you medical attention? And then these people are laughing at me, and that day I learned something really important about, like, not taking yourself too seriously. Just, if you're okay, just wait, laugh it off, shake it off, and keep going, So, yeah, that's it. Thank you.